Unity in diversity is a topic that we are going to cover today. Here we will see the meaning of the unity in diversity. Then we will see what are the different dimensions of Indian life that shows unity in diversity. So here we are going to cover the four topics that are the food for all. So here we will see how unity in diversity is there. Then textile and clothing, festival galore, and then literature. Finally, India's diversity that are most striking. So how India's diversity just strike most of the people. So we will go through that one also, and here we will just cover Ramayana and Mahabharata. So let us start the topic unity in diversity. The topic is very interesting. So let us try to understand the meaning. So what is meant by unity in diversity in the Indian scenario? The definition of unity in diversity is the presence of oneness in the face of many differences, or the ability to remain together despite numerous disparities, right? So it is the presence of oneness in the face of many differences. Even though we have so many differences in India, the states are different, the culture is different, the language is different, but we are united. So there is a unity in diversity. There are numerous disparities are there, differences are there, even though we have the ability to remain together. That is the meaning of unity in diversity. India with over 1.4 billion inhabitants, but its diversity is beautiful, right? So our population is this much, even though its diversity, its differences is beautiful. The Anthropological Survey of India. Now what is anthropology? That is the study of humanity, including the culture, behavior, evolution and society. Okay. The Survey of India, a national organization, conducted a massive survey called People of India Project of 4,635 communities across all states of the country. So this survey was done by the Anthropological Survey of India, and the survey, the name has been given the People of India Project, where 4,635 communities across all states of the country was just examined. It counted 325 languages using 25 scripts. So among them, how many languages came out? Just 325 languages using 25 scripts. It also observed that many Indians may be called migrants, in the sense people not leaving their birthplace or with their original community. So while just doing this survey, they also observed that many Indians are called migrants, in the sense that they are just not living in their birthplace, okay, just living in their birthplace or with their original community, and they are searching in search of job and for work also, and they are moving from here to there. That's why they are called migrants. So this is the India, that is the unity in diversity. See, this is our India. So many states are there, so many dialects are there, tradition, customs are there, but we all are bounded together in this country, isn't it? So that is unity in diversity. So let us see the different dimension of Indian life which shows unity in diversity. So what are the areas where we will find that we have lot of differences, but even though we are united in India, okay? First of all, food for all. So staple grains are the basic food for most Indians, okay? So staple grains are the basic food for most of the Indians. In each and every state, these grains are just eaten by the people. Like the millets, pulses, cereals are eaten regularly in large quantities among the Indians. Similarly, some common spices such as turmeric, cumin, cardamom and ginger is also used throughout India. Now, this same ingredient, that is the millet pulses or the spices, can be used in number of combination to prepare an endless variety of dishes, isn't it? So these staple grains and these spices are the unity, because they are available and they are found in each and every state, commonly used by each and every state of the people in India. Now, here we will see a number of combination to prepare an endless variety of dishes. So using these grains, using these spices, the people of other states are making a number of variety of dishes. So this is unity in diversity. We all are using the same thing, but the whatever the end product is coming, that is different from each and every state. That is food for all, unity in diversity. See here the food for all. Here we will see the rajma, white lobia, basmati, chana dal, millet, kolam rice, then paneer rice, maize, gram. All these are just scattered, are found in each and every states. Okay, but the end product, whatever the dishes we are making, we have a lot of variation, but they are common. The ingredients is common. That is unity in diversity. Secondly, in clothes also we will see unity. The same thing is there, but it has been just wear in different styles, right? Textiles and clothing. Every region community in India has developed its own styles of clothing and dresses. Since the culture, the custom is different, so each and everyone has the dress style is also different. Sari is the plain length of cloth that is worn in most part of the India and made from different fabric, mostly cotton or silk. And sari is the common length of cloth that is available in each and every state. However, the fabric may be different. Banarasi, Kanjivaram, Patni, Pathan, Potla, then Muga or Mysore are the famous type of silk sari. Now, these saris comes in hundred of varieties. Okay, they are produced by different methods of weaving. So they come in lots of varieties, and the production is also, the method is also, the weaving method is also different. There are many ways of wearing the sari as they vary from one region to another or from one community to another. Not only this, even though the sari is a piece of cloth, but the way of wearing it just vary from one region to other, vary from one state to another. Now here again we will see unity in diversity. What is the unity here? That is a plain cloth sari available in each and every state, but the diversity, the production, how the method of weaving is different, and how the people are draping it, how they are using, how the way they are wearing. Okay, so this is the second thing. Third one is the festival Galore. Now what is the meaning of Galore? That is a large number. Okay, so here also we will see festival is there, that is again how unity and diversity is there. Okay, so there are immense variety of festivals in India, since India is rich in culture and so many peoples are there, different states are there, so there is a variety of festivals in India. Makar Sankranti, which marks the beginning of the harvest season in many parts of India on and around January 14. So one festival is there, that is Makar Sankranti, and it falls on or around January 14, is celebrated across India in different names. In Tamil Nadu, it is celebrated as Pongal. See here, in Tamil Nadu, it is celebrated here. In Tamil Nadu, it is celebrated as Pongal. Then in Assam, it is as Magh Bihu. Then in Punjab, that is as Lohri, see here in the Punjab. And then West Bengal, here West Bengal as the Pooch Sankranti, Uttarayan in Gujarat, Bihar and UP in Khichdi Parv, and Sisu Sankrant in Kashmir. So see here, this is in Kashmir, Punjab, Gujarat, UP, Bihar, then Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. That is festival Galore. So here the 14th Jan, that is the Makar Sankranti, is celebrated on the same day, but in the different state it has been given different name, and maybe the just the way of celebrating it is different, right? So Makar Sankranti is an Indian festival of cultural diversity. So again in the festival also we have see unity in diversity. Now literature also prove us that India is united in diversity. Indian literature is diverse over centuries despite differences in languages, technique, etc. They have shared important themes and concern. Now what is literature? Literature is just writing that is considered to be the work of art. Okay, it includes novel, plays, poetry. So Indian literature is also diverse. And over centuries, even though we have a different just languages and techniques, but we share an important theme and concern. Panchatantra is a collection of delightful stories with animal as the main character teaches us important life skills. So Panchatantra is a book, is a literature that is a collection of stories and where animal is the main character and it teaches us about the important life skills. The original Sanskrit text is 2200 years old. Sorry, but the stories have been adapted in almost every Indian languages. So its original text is 2200 years old, but the stories have been adapted. Adapted means to change something so that you can use it in a different situation in almost in every Indian languages. So Panchatantra is famous in Southeast Asia, the Arab world and Europe, inspiring new collection of stories. It is estimated about 200 adaptations of the Panchatantra exist in more than 50 languages. So Panchatantra is the literature where 200 adaptation has been done and it is available in 50 languages. Now the story of Panchatantra travel across cultures to become India's greatest contribution to the world literature. So here again we will see the unity in diversity. Unity is the Panchatantra, that is the collection of delightful book, but it has been adapted in almost every Indian languages, that is the diversity, right? So these are the four points that we have covered where we have seen the different dimensions of Indian life that shows unity in diversity. The food, textile and clothing, festival Galore, and literature. Finally, let us see how diversity is there, unity in diversity, that are most striking in Ramayana and Mahabharata. So, the two epics of India. What is epics? A long narrative poem. The two epics of India, Ramayana and Mahabharata, for more than 2 millennia, these two epics have been translated or adapted in regional literature in India and beyond. In the states of India also and outside the India also, this epic has been translated or adapted in regional literatures. A scholar conducted survey in Tamil Nadu and counted about 100 versions of Mahabharata. So, a scholar has conducted a survey in Tamil Nadu and he found that a Mahabharata 100 version is available in Tamil Nadu itself. So, it means it has been adapted in 100. The version is there. Okay. So, many communities have their own version of the Ramayana and Mahabharata. They also preserve legends connecting to their own history with these epics, like the tribal community, the Bhils, the Gonds, and the Mundas, and many more. So, what happened? The people preserve their legend, the connecting with this Ramayana and Mahabharata, and this we have found in the tribal community like the Bhils, the Gonds, the Mundas, and many more. They have a story behind it. Okay. Most tribes of India's northeast and Himalayan regions, including Kashmir, have had their own version of one or the other or the two epics or both. So see, the peoples are different, but the unity, that is the Mahabharata and Ramayana, they have the version of it, right? So other states have but they have adopted this one, Ramayana and Mahabharata, and they had their own version. Over the centuries, these two epics created a dense wave of cultural interaction across India and many parts of Asia. So due to this epic, what happened? A dense wave of cultural interaction is there among the India and many parts of Asia. So it is again another example of unity in diversity, right? Finally, India perfectly demonstrates unity in diversity. Indian culture celebrates diversity as an enrichment. Now, what is an enrichment? That is the process of improving the quality, but never loses sight of underlying unity which nourishes that diversity. So, India is rich in cultural diversity. We are different in each and every way, the way of living, the food, celebrating our festivals, reading our books, but even though we are united together, uh, so many differences are there, but we are united. So that is India, many in one. See, that is India, many in one. This is our India, that is many in one, where we are united in diversity. So many differences are there, but we are one in the terms of festival galores also, in terms of food for all also. So this much for today. Let us meet with another topic in the next video. And if you find this video very much useful, then please do like, share and subscribe.